name's Kirsty from Mills and Boo, and this is a little demo video for Kelly Maskell from Handolly.co.uk. So this is one of her hands, which is fantastic. She does pose hands. They're great. This is the first set that I did on it, which I've called Sally now, so she's called Sally. And they were really easy to remove using nail guards, so I thought I'd do a little demo video just to save the soak off and problems that come with that. So this is Handolly. I have attached the chips with the gel glue from Asda, which you'll see in just a moment. There we go. Worked fantastic, left to dry for 30 minutes, and then I filed them into a kind of natural shape. This is the original tips that came in the box set with Dolly, and some 3D flowers and some gems, which was lovely. These are the nail guards, the Elegant Touch ones that I've been using, and they work fantastic. Inside here you get 2 sheets of the sizes, so there's plenty in each pack. And they work fantastic, so there's are the ones I've been using so far. I'm sure you might have your own brand which are just as good, but those have been great. So just start off by cleansing the nail, just to get any dust or anything removed off of there, because I've obviously done some previous sets on her already. You can see some little stress marks just where I've removed the nails before, but you'll see that as the video goes on how we do that. So these are the nail guards. You just take the little paper coating off, pop it straight onto the nail. They're good because they're just a little bit longer than the nail bed as well, so you can get them right over the edge. I just usually run my finger right down the centre of the nail, press off to each side, and then you'll see a little clear plastic strip come off. They're lovely and stretchy as well, so you just stretch it across the bottom of the nail. Make sure you're getting all the air bubbles out, push down to the side, and then just push that extra down to the bottom, and we'll snip that off later. So just show you one more time. So just take your little paper backing off, pop it straight on the nail, run your finger straight down the centre, just getting rid of some fluff there, straight down the centre, push out to each side, getting rid of all the air bubbles at the cuticle. Make sure you get that nail guard as close as you can to the cuticle area, just so you can take your acrylic design right up there and it looks as natural as possible. Pushing down. So that's all the nails done. So we just snip off the excess off the ends on each nail, and then we're just going to go in with a 100-180 grit file and just take away the kind of rough edges and tidy it up a little bit just for popping our tips on. So making sure we've just got rid of the kind of excess around the free edge. So that's just a little clip there on that. You can snip it away if you want, or just run the file round and get rid of it and just tidy it up as you go along. So just do that on all 4 or all 5 if you're doing the thumb as well. I just did the 4 fingers. So I've been using the edge brush on resin just to attach the tips. These are Glitter Planet pre-pinched square tips, which have got a lovely C curve on them, as you can see, which works well because the nails that are on there are quite flat. So we don't put them right at the edge like we would normally do of the natural nail. We're going to just do them a little bit further up, basically where you can see the tip is joined to the finger, just to give it a little bit extra support when we're e-filing, and just to give it a little bit more to adhere to as well. Also, because these tips have such a high C curve, it gives us a little bit of a space underneath between the tip and the original nail bed area that I've created, that we can just pop the cuticle pusher in once we put some cuticle oil under there. Don't know if you can see just in that shot there, and that'll help us in the end. So I'm just going to trim down the side walls and shape these all out after I pop all the tips on, just making sure they're a little bit further down than what you would do on a natural nail. Just to give you that little bit of stability as well. But I'm going to go in next with a clear layer, which you can see here, just a very thin clear acrylic layer. I used Glitterbels glass slippers, which is fantastic, and it also blends in that tip as well, because we can't use a file as it'll file into the nail guard. It just blends that tip area as well, and we also need a good amount of strength in the acrylic so we can remove that nail at the end as well. So just applying my clear thin layer and just blending in that tip area as well. A little bit of something in my acrylic there, so just getting rid of that. So I have sped this up for you, or you would be here all night watching this, so yeah. Excuse my voice, it's a little bit hoarse, just had my thyroid removed recently, so excuse the voice. I hope you can all understand me. So yeah, just going in there, glass slippers, and just doing a clear layer. So I didn't film all the design. I got some new colours from Glitterbels today that I hadn't used before. So I got Peachabel Cover Shimmer and Pink Opal Shimmer as well. So I just wanted to try them out and have a little play with them. So you see I've got a full nail of Peachabel Cover Shimmer, which I'm doing at the minute. And next to that is a full nail of Pink Opal Shimmer. And then on our pinky finger we've got just a little bit of an ombre in the Peachabel Shimmer. And then on the next finger I will move on to an ombre with Snowdrops White and Pink Opal Shimmer from Glitterbels. So you will see that coming up next. Just feel free, if you don't want to watch the design or anything, to just skip ahead. But this is usually the process that I've found works really well. So just to put down your thin clear base and then go in with your design or your colours or whatever you want to go in with. Just making sure that's all even on there. Got a nice even cover. As I say, it's the first time I've ever worked with these powders, so I was just having a play about, really, see how they work. My room was also very, very hot, so it was setting very, very quickly. But yeah, got there in the end. So this one is the Pink Opal Shimmer and the Snowdrops White. It's just going in with the Snowdrops White at the end, fading it out, which they fade really, really easily. Work beautifully together, so I couldn't wait to try them, and they worked just as well as everybody had reported, so it was great. So yeah, let you watch this, and then I'll come back and we'll move on to the next bit. As you can see, these two blend together beautifully. The video doesn't show the shimmer as much as you can see in real life, but it is absolutely beautiful. So that is your Snowdrops White and Pink Opal Shimmer ombre nail. I then went in and capped all 4 nails in crystal glass. Glass slippers. And then this is me just going in and doing a bit of filing. So on Handolly you can file as you would on a client. You just have to make sure you're supporting the nail bed area. It's very, very flexible, but just be gentle as always with any kind of product that you're using. So I just go in and refine my shape with a hand file, which I find really, really easy. And also you can go in with your e-file as well, so I'm using a fine safety bit here, and I just go in on quite a low speed, just to refine the cuticle area and take down a little bit of the bulk and put some shape in there, but always supporting as you would on a natural nail as well, just underneath that nail as you're e-filing. But yeah, they're definitely strong enough to e-file on. And refine your shape and anything that you like to do with e-file, so works fantastic. So then I went in and top coated with white top coat from Glitterbels as well. I popped a couple of stones on there. I used the Kiara Sky Dip Base Essentials. let it air dry for 60 seconds, and then went in and top coated around the stones and the rest of the nails as well, and then cured for 60 seconds in my light. I hope you can see a little bit of the sparkle coming through on these powders, because it is absolutely amazing. Very, very happy with them. And that is the finished result. So now we move on to the most difficult bit where everybody struggles. So you just need some cuticle oil. I have gelish there, and then I've got my manicure tool, which is from Kelly Gel. So I'm a Kelly Gel Pro trained. You can only buy from them if you're trained, but any cuticle tool will do. I've just found the pointed end on this tool is really good for just gently getting under there and just rotating it ever so slightly, and just gradually doing it bit by bit, and it just lifts that nail right off with minimal damage. Obviously you would never do this on a natural nail or a client. This is just basically for the purposes of this video and removing the nails and the designs that you want to keep. So yeah, you'll see I just go round and go under, as I was saying, that little gap before. As you can see, you can pop the brush under there just because those tips have such a high C-curve, which really helps. So you just pop some cuticle oil under there, just starts to soften that nail guard and round the sides so that it can get in round the sides, because sometimes you might need to just run your cuticle tool just round the very edges just to loosen that off as well. But most of the time you can just go in and under and just slightly rotate that tool, just gently going centimetre by centimetre just under, and eventually it'll just pop right off without any damage. And you'll still be left with that natural nail bed that you've created attached. And next time you can just pop your guards on, pop your tips on, and then you go with your design. So as you can see here, I'm just doing it ever so gently and slightly just pushing it down, rotating it slightly, always holding the nail just supporting the finger and holding it. You don't want to be pulling or tugging or anything of the tip that's on that original tip that we popped on there. So you want to make sure you're just supporting it. As you can see, the fingers are very flexible, but as always, just be gentle when you're flexing the fingers back and forward. And there we go, just pops right off. So as you'll see, there's a little slight edge of kind of nail guard on the end of the cuticle area there, but that can just be puffed away. And then these can be popped on your display sticks or wherever you want to put them. So again, going in on this finger, just popping the tool down ever so slightly, just wiggle it around down there, moving from side to side, just loosening it off as you go. Don't force the tool down, just very gently, just rotating it ever so slightly, and then it should just pop off. Sometimes you might just need to, as I say, just run it down the edges very gently, and that's it. Works an absolute treat. So I will leave you to watch this bit. I've filmed all 4 nails on this for you for removal, and then just what I do to get the residue from the rest of the nail guard that's still on the nail, how I get that off, and then at the end you'll see the finished result. So thank you so much for watching my first ever video, and I hope you liked it, and I will leave all the links to all the products and everything in the description box, and thank you so much for watching.